Hello everyone, Kevin Carpenter here, wanting to give a brief but big shout out to our newest patron, John Wayne Mink. Thank you so much for your support. If you want to help support Rolling in the Mist, feel free to go to our Patreon at patreon.com/oddloot. We have the Patreon exclusive Session 0 of Rolling in the Mist Season 2, and also we have a new Patreon exclusive video of the Odd Loot gang playing Cash and Guns. If you want to see us point a bunch of foam guns at each other, check it out today. But for now, on with the show.
Rolling in the Mist is a series with fantasy violence, mentions of gore, and worst of all, cussing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Was that
good?
That was
10? Like, we're looking at you, you're looking at us like...
Oh, you want us to start right after the
No,
dead
dude,
sounds?
I was thinking of the
This
fucking...
is where we start the episode, right?
Yeah. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting session of Rolling in the Mist. I am your humble master of ceremonies, Kevin Carpenter, and joining me today, as usual, is...
Logan Hererro as, right?
He's really getting into character, folks.
As Brian.
We've reached the actor
Brian
singularity.
Ravo.
Brian Ravo.
As Brian
They
Ravo.
once called me that. They're like, Brian Ravo? Oh, sorry, Ryan Bravo.
I don't know who I am.
I was like, you're a nurse, ma'am. I don't like that you're dyslexic.
Hey, you're in the hospital.
Oh,
was
that's
your-
a problem.
I was called
getting
Frank. I had a tail. I was like, Frank. I'm like, how do you get Jason from... How do you get Frank from Jason?
And sitting next to the actor currently going through an identity crisis, yeah, that's right, eat down that concha. If our podcast listeners, if you hear some smacking, you know who it is.
ASMR.
Just get right up to that mic with the
You're
chill.
like,
Vallarta, you opened up near us. Give us a sponsor, please.
That would be such an appropriate sponsor. Sponsored by Vallarta. It just opens up. She'll wear a sombrero that says Vallarta, okay?
Hey,
what
that's a great
are
store. They opened up right, like down the street. It's got amazing things.
We're now making fun of them and lost
Yeah,
the sponsorship before we got it.
Before we lose the sponsorship, before we get it, and also give away too many details about our location, person sitting next to Bravo,
yeah.
introduce yourself.
Hey, what up? It's Bugs. I'm playing Corey Vidales.
Incredible. And
Pablo, Milla, we're located in the back of a Vallarta. He won't let us leave. Help us now. We're in the back storage room. Save yourself. Playing Marty Blanc.
Wait, you didn't even say your name.
I did. I think I said Pablo, Milla, and then I got into the whole
Okay.
thing, and then now I've explained the joke.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It's not funny anymore.
all right, and Jason, as soon as you're finished with your long gulp of coffee,
It's good coffee.
is it good?
Yeah, it's me, Jason. Let's play.
Awesome. Let's get right to it. So
Let's play the game.
in our last few sessions, you guys have been dealing with the aftermath of the Moon Goon heist. You've made some deals. You had some fights. You've exchanged some loot. You paid some debts. And
This could have happened at any time, and it happens all the time.
That's pretty much the entire gist of every arc.
Wow. It's not that early, Kevin. It's like, hey, you guys, you made some deals. You fucked some fuckers. You punched some faces.
Yeah, well, now there's rats
well,
involved.
speaking of being rude, you guys met up with Otis Melbourne at his rooftop bird. I don't even actuary. What do you call a place with a bunch of birds?
His nest.
His
It's called an aviary.
aviary. That's it.
Hey, real quick.
Nerd.
Chris, how many minutes are we into the recording right now?
Enough.
Into 4 minutes and 21.
Damn.
All right, so real
So
quick,
close.
our YouTube policy is we cannot cuss within the first 3 minutes.
Okay.
So if it's within the first 3 minutes, just bleep it out. After that, it's free game.
What the did I say?
Everything's good.
All right, I'll be sure to keep an eye on that. With that, you guys have met up with Otis Melbourne, a strange, semi-homeless man with his own
You all know
aviary.
who that is.
Yeah, those who listened to season 1. Oh, our
All the
podcast
real
listeners are getting
ones.
this ASMR right
God
now.
damn it.
Everyone keeps sipping and eating right next to the mics.
You know what you came here for.
Otis, the man who can see through all the birds in the city, has given you all information about a threat to the city that's lurking underneath its streets. A rat king that is psionically recruiting rats into its large collective and soon may grow powerful enough to take over the city. Now, while Otis asked you guys to do this out of the kindness of your heart / a favor later on, you guys also have like other people set up where it's like if you gave the Rat King to Minerva or Agent Studwell, you guys might be able to get some loot out of it. So in the midst of all this stuff, you guys also have to figure out what you're going to do with the Rat King if you don't just outright kill it.
We need to get a drawing of Otis because I want to see what he would look like. So I can just imagine I can imagine this like just old Birdman, just like you need to save the world, and then there's us four like, what can we get out of this guy? Like just this evil dark shadow just covering our eyes with grinning smiles, like
And like the little
I'll get right on it, Jason.
like the red eyes, just like, oh, what can we get out of this?
There is official City of Mist art that I saw, and it's like, that's Otis. If I get permission, I'll post it on the video here.
Oh, heck yeah. There you go.
We also accept fan art.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we also accept fan art. If you all have your own visions of Otis, feel free to
And
send
if you
them
do
over.
weird fan art, we're not posting it.
Oh, yeah.
We'll keep it.
I'll
We
keep
just
it.
won't-
It's gonna go in a filing cabinet. It's like, don't look.
Once we get an office, we'll have like a little gallery in the back.
I have a folder of all the Stephen Strange ex Leo Castillo fan art we were sent.
Dude, you know, it'd be
Oh
weird
my God.
if we got an office and when we have like people coming in to get interviewed to work, and we put them in a room with just all the weird fan art just around us. Like, where am I coming to? What
The
am I
shrine.
trying to
There's a
get?
lot of Otis Schmelborn.
Oh, which
Homoerotic
actually,
art.
speaking of fan art, I make quite a bit of fan art
Yeah.
for our Instagram.
Yeah.
The Odd Loot Instagram and Twitter. Check it out.
Seamless
Oh, yeah.
plug.
Fucking support us.
Seamless plug.
Check out our social media accounts if you see some really cool fan art. A lot of times that's drawn by our Bex here.
I do things.
And
So,
it's promoted
great.
by our new hired social media person. She's working with Bex.
Yeah, she's weird, but you know.
Oh.
Whatever.
So, with that, you guys ventured into the sewers, soft kidnapping Otis along the way. You're coming with us. What? And as you guys were scouting out the area, you were suddenly swarmed by armies of rats. During the encounter, Leland turned into a lion and forced his way through the mounds of rats. Marty,
As one does.
Marty used his omniscient wisdom in order to find the clearest path to the Rat King.
His omniscient wisdom. There's an exit.
Right over there.
Go that way.
I also burned the shortcut through thing on my Dante.
He doesn't need to remind.
A girl. I played the game.
Yes, and Corey utilized her own new abilities to transfer herself into the afterlife
Yeah, boy.
right before the rats could eat
Oh, that's
her.
right.
Nobody gets to kill me except myself.
You Danny Phantom that shit.
I did. I Danny Phantomed away from the rats. Me and my dog.
She became the box ghost.
But it was Logan who actually found the quickest way to the Rat
Yeah,
King.
he got kidnapped.
As,
Fucking critical failure.
We got rat net.
It was
yes, after a
Logan.
failed roll, you were grabbed by a hand made of rats and then
Did I get
dragged.
snake eyes?
Yeah, I think you got like snake eyes or something. You got dragged over to the Rat King itself, who revealed its soft underbelly, showing a rune
Aw.
that means king, and called Logan father. With that,
Puppy.
we're starting. We
Better
start.
call him in.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
We start the session. Logan, standing on the side of this sewer, a waterfall trailing off into a round cistern that seems to fall away into an endless void, and surrounded by rats, many of whom have been formed into a rat throne with a rat humanoid figure carrying a real assault rifle not made of rats.
That'd be crazy.
And the central Rat King now sort of sitting in this like concave chest cavity, speaking face to face with Logan. We haven't done an internal monologue in a while, so Logan, how you feeling in this moment?
I was about to go, yada yada. To all Japanese audience out there. So obviously, Logan Hererro in his mind, he smokes But in reality, he doesn't smoke because that's bad for your lungs. Kids don't smoke.
Wait, so does he smoke or does he?
No, he
And
likes.
do the Japanese audience smoke or do they not? Like, what?
No, they don't.
Okay,
Is this,
Stop smoking.
This
He
is all
wants
just
to
in-
smoke, but he can't.
Yeah, in his mind, he thinks he's cool, so he's smoking because that's what he thinks.
Oh.
He's imagining himself how he would be if he smoked.
I guess it's
Mixed
an inner
messages
monologue.
here,
It's all in
folks.
his head.
He's just imagining that he's smoking.
Yeah.
This is his
In my
thought
inner
process.
in my inner monologue, I'm smoking. I'm 6'2".
What about Logan's inner monologue?
His monologue.
It's just the image.
Well. I don't remember making that. Oh,
Is he high? Is Logan high in his monologue?
because again, he doesn't do that because of his kids, so he tries to imagine what it feels like. He's a very different man in his own mind. Wow. But he's like, well, shit. I don't remember making that. Wait, was it that one fucking science experiment those kids wanted to throw on me? Look, sir, we can make rats do things. Isn't that cool? Fucking waste of money. Goddamn graduates. Why don't they learn from the streets like I did? Well, I'm kind of fucked right now. How am I gonna shoot my way?
Just trying well.
That's it, literally. He's got nothing else. He's like,
pretty
fuck.
Logan, you're standing here, and a lot of times you solve.
I'm sweating.
A lot of times you solve your problems by having the bigger gun, but this creature in this case, it like has this like large assault rifle that is like softly glowing, which is never good for an assault rifle to do. And this rat creature turns to you and goes, "Father, your runes were used to graft onto my body and make me the king I am destined to be. With the power that you gifted on me, I have been able to bring the rats together and increase ourselves, our size, our brains, our intellectual capacity. Once all the rats come together in unison, we will be a truly united city. And you could help. I know you can make more runes. Your runes have made me king, and you could create runes for a rat queen, rat knights, rat generals. You could help me, Father. Together, we could rule this city as father and rat."
Are you stealing?
I can roll the city, Spider-Man.
Are you stealing Frankenstein?
Listen, when one of my characters makes a mad scientist, I gotta play around
But
with
Mary Shelley Estate has some words for you.
Hey, I'm not mad. My mother had me tested. Okay.
I was gonna say that.
Yada.
Back to your inner monologue.
Back to your inner monologue.
Back here. That's Logan's real response to the situation: disassociation.
Association.
Good, yes.
Meanwhile, like he's all thinking of all this stuff, and the rat's like, "Is he okay?" He's not saying nothing.
He's like, Father, I never knew you spoke Japanese. I'm just speaking. So I look at him. I think, man, I don't have enough bullets for these things. As I look around, I'm like, interesting. Well, I'll be honest, I don't remember bringing you to life. Who made these runes? Who put these runes onto you?
I do not remember the exact moment of my birth. Neither of those births. When my body was born, and then when my mind was awakened. But in our years, days, weeks, time passes strangely underground. We were able to get into Helix Labs' files and found you are the only person capable of creating these runes.
Of course it was Helix Labs. Listen. Why do you want to do any of this? Look at this city. Really. Look at this sewer. It's not even up to code. Why do you want to conquer this city? For what reason?
Because this city is large and we are small. But if we come together and the rat's like form like stands up from the rat throne, which is incredible.
So it just looks like a blob.
Yeah. And like separates from it, and as it stands, this like rat creature now stands taller than you, and it's like a little rat mech thing, and goes, "We can stand tall together, Father."
Oh my god, we're fighting the thing from Gravity Falls, but instead of gnomes, it's rats.
Listen. I was going to say, I ain't your pappy, so stop calling me that now. He's like, listen, the many years that I have lived at this height, I don't ever feel like looking down on people because people have done that our entire lives. You're telling me that you want to take over this city because you feel small. That's what you just told me. Someone who is a true king does not focus on height, does not feel like he needs to prove that. And as I'm saying this, I'm getting closer. I'm walking closer to him. Like a little, I guess like a little monologue. I'm addressing the court of rats. Us. Any fan artists out there?
This is cool.
This is good shit. Yeah. He's like, and all in my mind, I'm also thinking, Leland, where the fuck are you?
Okay, so you're vamping.
Yeah, I'm vamping. I'm trying to buy some time just to see what the fuck's gonna happen. A true king does not want for the sake of conquering just because he feels something so small. If you truly are my child, you have no need for this. You have no need to prove that you are bigger than other people when you yourself, look at you. You're a rat in a rat mech. I never would have thought of that. He's like, but you did something. Now, you said he opened his cavity, right?
Yeah, there's like a little chest cavity, and there's like the big like rat cake
Big-
there, sitting in
Big
the center.
potato
What
rat.
if now is this like a rat that's like this and it, like the back? Like, you know,
No.
like this? Or is it a fucking rat going like this?
Or is he like this? Like what is it? Like he's connecting to the rat's tail.
It's kind of like that actually. It's like spread out, but like the actual tail is like has disappeared into the rat mech itself.
Okay.
And each time like the rat form moves, you can see like the edge of the tail like move as well. It seems like that's sort of like the main control mechanism here.
So is it a rat mouth that's talking, or is it him that his own mouth that's
I
talking?
thought all the rats
I'd
were
say-
talking at the same time.
All the rats are talking
yeah.
at the same
So
time.
their voices are making
a high-
one.
It's
Yeah.
high, yeah.
But it's like very clearly coming from like the central rat.
Copy that. Okay. I mean, look, you made a rat mech. Helix Labs couldn't even do that. Now, and I show my hand, and I just like I open up a room. Like I just highlight one of the rooms that I have in one of my tattoos. I said, this isn't a power that I use for the sake of conquering people. Yeah, I can make weapons, and why is your rifle glowing?
As the Rat King like puts up like the assault rifle, it goes, "This is a weapon that we took from our birthplace, for we felt they did not deserve its destructive power."
When he says that, I start laughing. Like,
What is funny, Father?
no, it's just what's very funny is that you and I think very alike. Helix Labs does not deserve to have such a weapon in their hands. Hell, they don't deserve to have weapons at all. My power and as I'm doing again, I'm getting closer and closer. I activate like a little spark coming out of my hand. He's like, I wasn't gifted this ability to wage war, to conquer people. It was to help people. This lab, Helix Lab, it twisted my gift, my creation. It twisted you into a weapon. You don't deserve to live as a monster or to be used by other people. You're a conscious mind. You know how many creatures in the world would kill? Well, ironically, that's not the best choice of words. It's like, to have such a gift. And I'm going to get existential with this. He's like, you think it's fun being conscious of your own creation? Do you think it's... How close am I to this fucking thing?
I mean, you're getting close and close.
I monologue pretty fucking well, though.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. If there's something you're trying to pull here, now would be the time to do it. You're mid-vamp.
So, so what I'm going to do...
Is run.
No.
You're gonna
No, I'm
punch
pretty
it in
much...
the rat nuts and run.
I pretty much... Like, because I showed its rune, I want to get it. I pretty much want to touch the thing. Like, the actual physical where the rune is. And overload it.
I think let's do a sneak around on that.
Okay.
Because this thing would not let you touch its like rune at this point. But if you can be like, like in the middle of your speech, like let their guard down, then
Oh, try to convince them to join our side.
Okay, no.
So if this is the action you're taking, let's do a sneak around. What tags you
Great.
got?
So the entire monologue that I use is what's going to set up the use of all these things. So
Okay.
I'm going. I mean, shit, man.
The Rat King could have been useful.
Rune enchantment, since I showed off my rune and its ability. To furthermore say that, yes, I have the power to do all this. His initial reaction of, you could give me a queen, you could give me knights. I showed him that, yes, I am the one to do that. So, in my opinion, that could promote saying, I can give you what you want. I just showed it to you. That's one. The other one is Helix Lab. Mike, well, actually, no, that's a fucking... Well,
Helix Labs is a weakness tag.
Then let's
actually.
use that.
That's going to be a -1 on here.
Great, so that's already at 0.
You've got some personal stakes on this. You're less logical.
Great. As I'm going to use an eye for detail, knowing exactly that since he opened up his cavity to me, he pretty much gave me his weakness. Understanding that his tail is not connected to pretty much what seems to be the nervous system, I'm able to now realize if I can attack this point, he's fucked.
Okay.
And well, maybe this could be fucking Nah, I haven't set up for that.
All right, so +1. Let's do it.
Okay.
I really hope you fail this.
6.
You go to reach up to this Rat King while you're in the middle of the speech. And then the chest closes. He steps back and he points the assault rifle directly in your face. And he goes, "You are right that we share similar perspectives, but we differ in one very important aspect. You have lost your ambition, father.
Nice.
And you are all right with staying small." And as the assault rifle starts to hum, we cut to another edge of the sewer. Corey, these sewers are now even creepier than they were before.
They are not OSHA regulated.
In the real world, they're dark. They smell. The walls are made of stone that definitely need another, look at them. The foundations are not great. But in order to escape from the rats, you went into a parallel realm, the spiritual version of these sewer tunnels. So now you're just in a dark cave with barely any light. And there are all these different strange noises echoing around you as this deep cold starts to envelop you. You're kind of just walking around at this point because everyone got split up in that moment. What's Corey's game plan?
First of all, what a dump. Well, I mean, for Corey, she's
A ghost.
well, I mean, both she and Spot. Oh, well, I mean, while she was in the, just because I want to get a feel, when she phased, all the rats just passed by.
Pretty much, yeah.
Right. Okay.
Like you and Spot basically just teleported out.
Yeah. And then you said everyone else went to different tunnels.
Yeah. So while everyone else is dealing with their own thing, you're in the upside down.
Wait. No, Bravo and I are confused. I thought we were all riding on the lion.
Marty, Leland, and Otis are together. Logan is with the Rat King.
Yeah.
You teleported out
Oh,
there.
that's right.
Remember,
right.
That's
okay.
right, yeah.
Okay, so it's just two groups.
Oh,
It's not
I
like
thought she was in a trance.
No.
no.
She literally became a fan.
He
Yeah.
But did you keep up with them? I mean, just because you phase out of
No.
existence.
because I was too slow.
Your damn,
She was too
is
slow.
your damn
So
dog with
she-
us?
No, dogs with me.
Dogs with you?
Yeah.
You both faded
Yeah.
out?
Yeah.
Both faded out.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So
You
what
were just
happened
too
was
fast
she
for
was
her.
I was too fast for her. So for her to get out, she literally became a ghost and fell through.
Marty, Otis,
No, you didn't fall
with-
through it.
She didn't fall through-
I
yeah,
just
she didn't
Danny
fall through
Phantom,
that, yeah.
so they all passed through.
You
me.
were just
Okay,
running
so,
at Mach 2 speed, and she's on heels.
but
So with
thousand
with
rats are
that,
coming out.
Gotcha. That's why she had to do
so
it.
Correct.
with that, because I'm in the spirit realm, am I able to immediately see any spirits around me?
Yeah, actually, as
Fat
you're
Tony,
looking
he's
around,
dead.
You see the box ghost.
Oh my god.
I will say this: the lights of your friends are off in the distance now, like growing weaker as they get farther and farther away at increasing speed. But on the other side of the tunnel, you see more lights, and more pop up, until there's about half a dozen of them.
Okay.
And these aren't the rats, because what you sensed from the rats was almost like just like a wave. It's like drops of water in the ocean. It's like, but these are like tall, moving in an orderly fashion. And as you stay there, they get closer. And even in the dark of this like afterlife sewer, you can see these figures dressed to the nines in black combat gear, bulletproof vests, helmets, and even with like the sepia of where you're at, you can see that there's all kinds of attachments on their armor as well. They're holding these assault rifles with laser sights, and as they're like as they get to this area, they look to each other, and then you see one figure not in combat armor. A man in a doctor's coat with glasses and blonde hair and a ponytail, as he looks toward the rest of the combat troopers and goes, "All right, not here. What does the reading say?" And you see one of them like pull out like a scanner, and it goes, "All right, we trace the magical properties of the Rat King over to that area. We believe they're in the cistern. We're also getting a few more. We're getting a few more magical energy signatures coming from that way too. Different." And as this person like comes up to look at the scanner, you like look over their shoulder and you see like these little dots on a radar. And then the guy in the doctor's coat goes, "Are you sure this is working? It says there's a magical energy signature right where we're at." And as soon as he says that, they start like looking around, and you are, from your perspective, standing in the middle of this souped up SWAT team, and they can only not see you because you're a ghost. But apparently they're reading you on their machines. What do you do in this moment?
What can you do with this? Can she possess people? Like, what the fuck's going on?
I don't know. This is all new. I mean, this is my first time like fully phasing. You know.
face.
Touch a face.
Touch a face.
Touch a face.
Just run through them and
Touch a
go.
I go over to the
Punch
person.
him in the nuts.
I go.
I'm out of armor.
I
will
mean,
protect you from a
don't
ghost.
take do what Corey would do, but I'm just saying.
Okay, so she's looking at
Do a Scarlet Witch. Shoot them.
Just whisper in their ear.
Corey, what do you do?
the person with the scanner thing, right? And he says, you know, she's or no, it's right
have a
next to
reading,
us. I think
It's coming from inside the house.
I would have been like,
Go get me an extra large chalupa from Taco Bell.
tap on the shoulder. Excuse me. Hello.
Really? You give away your pussy?
Hello, handsome. I mean, I'm still in the spirit thing, but I wonder, like, do they feel that?
In the real world, as this Black Ops team is setting up, they suddenly hear a whisper in the wind.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. And immediately they all point their assault rifles together. They go, "Get in position," and they establish a perimeter. They're pointing their laser sights at all different corners of the tunnel as like the doctor's coat is standing there completely calm. He takes the scanner and looks at it and looks around and goes,
Beep.
"Beep, beep, 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 beep." And he points the scanner directly towards you and looks up at where you'd be standing, and then looks at the rest of the team and goes, "Not what we're here for. Let's go."
Damn.
That's a ghost.
Rude.
Fuck that.
Ooh, okay. All right, so I've recognized that the one with the blonde ponytail, he's the one calling the shots.
Yes.
I would like, okay, me recognizing he's a leader.
trash.
Corey's like, ooh, useful. So I'm gonna have Spot try to soul tackle him so I can bring him into the realm with me.
Holy shit.
Damn.
I'm gonna, I would like
Ignore
to see-
me, will you?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if I can do that.
Okay. Let's do a go toe to toe. Now, Spot will need to come back into the material world for a moment to hit him.
No, it's soul tackle.
Because
It's a soul tackle.
Oh, yeah,
it's just like
It's a soul.
All right, you know what? Actually,
yeah.
let's leave that up to the roll then.
I was about
Let's
to
do
say,
it.
like, she's in the complete advantage here.
Yeah. All right, so
Okay.
this is going to be a hit with all you've got.
okay, hit with all you got,
Does she have the
and
advantage of being a ghost?
That's what hit with all you've got gives you. If she didn't have the advantage, she'd be doing go toe to toe. The hit with all you've got is when you got the clear shot.
so
she
because
have
I'm
more
just
of an
like
advantage?
yanking them.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Here's my argument. What if we just stop playing?
Yeah.
You do what we tell you.
Yes, and then we can just have a really bad line read.
Bravo,
yes.
you say
That's
that
what you're all
every
here
time.
No, don't roll
Shut
on
up! Hold on, I'm coming up with the thing. Okay.
Don't roll them on the eggs.
Yeah, I know.
Careful for the eggs.
Keep the. I already
Oh,
have a
ew,
thing.
wait, put the eggs back. Just the eggs
Infern-
on the table looks bad.
Infernal Guard Dog,
God, Jason's
Soul
going for the
Tackle,
eggs.
obviously, and Undying Loyalty,
Nasty as hell.
and then
I'm so
and then
sorry.
also the let's see, Queen of the Underworld.
Okay. Let's go for it.
Okay, here we go. That is a 6 and a 2 plus 4.
Nice.
12.
Nice. Whoa. Solid soul tackle.
Wait, what if he dies?
He becomes the box.
Well, I mean, then he's mine. He's mine.
He's
He's my
mine.
bitch.
Then he's mine.
You already have a bitch. Where's Donnie?
Yeah, but
I
Donnie's
never had
alive.
enough bitches.
What is
Can't
with you
believe-
two killing people?
I'm making a collection.
Okay, cool.
Don's
So,
alive.
Corey, how many tags did you use on that?
4.
4. All right, so that's a power of 4. It's a hit with all you've got, so you can choose 2 options.
Okay.
You can take cover, you can get them good, so that's +1 tier, or get many of them, so you can hit all of them once. You control the collateral damage, you hold the target's attention, or you gain 1 juice for later use.
Okay, and I
choose
can
2.
choose 2?
Yes.
Wait, what did you say? Gain the target's attention? What's that?
Just hold the target's attention.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
literally be like, hey, it's me.
Oh, okay. Okay, because I wanna bring him into where I'm at.
And leave him there.
Because I want to talk to him. And then I would also like to keep a
You'll be
juice
useful later.
for later.
Okay, cool. So we'll say that's a secure superior position. You hit him. He takes a 4 status as this dog comes out of nowhere.
He just
tackles
drops
him.
in the middle of all these swats.
Yeah, he's just like, this is not what we're looking for, and then he just drops, and immediately a SWAT team like points toward him. In this chaos, as they're like pointing like laser pointers and flashlights, this guy drops. His soul appears in the sewer here, and for just a moment, he's like, ah, ah! And he looks up and he sees this like dog that just tackled him, and also this like woman who wasn't standing there before, and he goes. He looks like her. He definitely looks like really messed up by like what you just did, and he looks at you and goes, I don't care how many magical things are in this underground, all right? Okay, we were going to leave you alone because we've got other stuff to deal with. But if you're going to get in our way,
Actually, we might be looking for the same thing, handsome.
explain.
You were talking about rats. You got a bit just like a pest problem. Yeah, so do we. My friends, we could use your help.
You're also looking for rats in the sewer.
Yeah, unfortunately.
What do you want in exchange?
Well, you got some fancy technology there. You got some nice hardware, and you.
Or rather, what's in it for you? Why are you looking for the rats?
I need a lift.
I need a lift.
Oh, I know.
I love it. A homeless man asked us.
And you said yes?
Business
If you
has
think
been
about it, we all
sold.
went,
I'm sorry, I just wanted to recreate a moment when he's like, there's other signatures. Sir, he's down. What do we do?
Yeah, while this
They're
is
over?
happening, they're
While
like
all-
freaking out.
While this is happening to Black Ops team, like they're trained. They're not like panicking, but also like they're, you know, the one giving the orders is just
is
dropped.
gone.
So they're setting up a perimeter. They're like taking out these like bits of metal. Like they are ready for a fight as this like ghost conversation is taking place. And he like comes up to you, looks at you, and goes, "Well, I'm a scientist by trade, not a businessman, but I'm not new to making deals. If you're also looking for these rats, well, we're looking to
capture them and get them out of the sewers. If you're okay with that, and you know where the rats are, then I'm perfectly amicable with you leading us to the rats. Sound good?
I got no qualms, so let's chat.
Put me back in my body.
Oh, right. Okay.
That's the part you don't know.
Okay, you know what I think, just to add a little bit of flair to it, is when he soul tackle, all 3 heads are biting into his ethereal form.
Oh, so they're holding him there?
They're holding him there.
I love that. I love that.
And if you want to send him back, just the
oh,
bites let
okay.
go.
It'd be like,
Maybe that's what it is.
okay. You can let him go now, Spot. Good boy.
It will be done.
Okay. Okay.
We complete the rule of 3s here as the dog opens up. His soul comes back into his body. His eyes like wake up. He goes, and immediately like all the Black Ops team train assault rifles on him, and he goes, "I'm not possessed."
Is he covered in filth?
No. This guy fell in the mucky water.
Yeah.
Okay, let's have him that.
He comes up. The back of his lab coat is now like covered in muck as he goes, "Okay, if we're going to continue our deal, come out of the other world so you can lead us to the rats."
The guys are still.
Yeah,
That's what a possessed motherfucker would say.
Yeah, they're still like they're on guard.
I feel like, well,
If you still think I'm possessed, scan me. And sure enough, the one with the scanner comes up and like scans him, and then
There's
like,
magical properties on him.
and then scans Kore's energy signature next to him. You bring him back into his body, take away his like out of body 4 status, and they are all looking at the place where you're standing. Do you come out of the spirit realm, or do you renege on your deal and leave?
no, I'll come out of the spirit realm.
That wasn't part of the deal, though.
Well, because I'm thinking,
Well, yeah. Why would they? If they can track her.
She's already said it.
You come out of the spirit realm. They all point at you, and he goes, "Okay, so ghosts in the sewer that can also come to the living realm. Can I ask your name?"
Seymour.
oh,
Last name Butts.
oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
It's so childish.
So dumb.
You
They
know,
don't know that.
I think we can leave that detail out for now. But let's take a walk.
All right, let's go. And as
Hey, these guys are business.
they are definitely focused on getting this rat, and after like his soul being taken out of his body, he's just like, I don't want to fucking mess with this right now. So you lead the way.
The sparkling
They're-
hazmat suited woman and her sparkling hazmat
right.
suited
Hazmat suit.
Both of you are wearing
Yeah,
hazmat suits.
bedazzled
You're leading the way. This like blonde-haired man is walking next to you. The Black Ops team have their guns pointed up, to point forward, but also you can feel like the laser dots like over your shoulder and pointing at your back. And as you're all
Wouldn't
walking,
be the first time.
as you're all walking, he turns to you and goes, "Well, if you're not going to share your name, I can at least share mine. Trent David, Helix Labs."
Nice to
This is the
meet
fucker
you.
from your flashback, right? Okay, I thought so.
Cut to
Y'all paying attention?
Leland, Marty, Otis. You guys are running. You guys are running through the sewers. You've taken different corners. You've taken different pathways. You can still hear the scurrying of an army of tiny feet behind you, but now echoing in the distance as you guys don't see the rats around you. But then again, seeing the rats, not seeing the rats, which is more terrifying in this instance. You all are being guided by Marty's previous vision in the last session directly toward the Rat King. Leland, you're still a lion, and Otis is riding on top of you.
Am I running? I thought I'm on the line too.
Are you on it too? Okay, so both of you are on
We're all
the lion.
riding a lion.
You're all riding the lion.
Again, they're all like,
Yeah.
We're having a Chronicles of Narnia over here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Aslan.
Aslan.
Chronicles of Narnia moment. You, in just a moment, you guys will be at the Rat King. Is there anything you guys do beforehand?
Oh, yeah, it's just you and me and
Yeah, me and Otis. Yeah.
what are we doing? I'm running.
Yeah,
I'm in the middle of it.
I'm screaming.
Turn left.
All right.
How far are we?
I'm like combing my hair. And
Oh my gosh. You've got amazing leg strength. You're holding on.
I'm screaming at you.
How far are we?
You know what? Take a left up here.
Quick, hand me that comb.
Wait, no, wait, no.
He grabs the comb and starts combing all the bird seed out of his beard. Just
Here you go. Let's go.
No. We're right on it. We're about to be there. My favorite.
All right, you guys round the corner.
I throw it at the nearest rat.
You throw it at the nearest rat. It falls into the water. You guys round the corner. You got Logan. You hear a high-pitched scream, which is the one thing keeping the Rat King from pulling the trigger. As both of you look up, and you see a lion with 2 people riding on top of it round the corner towards you.
Now, is this like is this? We're coming to the cistern now.
Yes.
Now, I'm picturing this cistern is like a giant, not an atrium, but kind of. Is it? Because there's like waterfalls of.
Yeah, it's essentially where you
Is
guys
it 2
are.
levels?
That's what I'm asking. Are we coming from like a high tube or a low level?
You're coming at like mid-level.
So
So it's
are
3
they-
levels then.
Yes.
So if we come around, are we jumping out like above this?
Oh, yeah.
them?
No,
or
you-
are we
so
coming?
are we
like
doing
on
superhero
Are we
landing?
coming on his level?
So
on the
you're
ground?
coming on his level.
Okay,
There's
we're
a
on the
there's a
ground.
stretch of tunnel where it's like, the sewage in the middle and then the 2 platforms on the side, and you guys are coming in from that tunnel that opens up into the cisterns. That's where like the waterfall is, and on the edge of that is where Logan and the Rat King are standing.
So we're on the edge of the waterfall.
Yes.
The waterfall's going down?
Yes.
Okay.
The edge of where the waterfall.
I didn't kill
comes
my water.
out, or are we down here where the waterfall?
That's a movie
lands?
reference, right?
You're at the top of the waterfall. You're on the same plane as Logan and the Rat King. You're on
How
like
are we at the top
we're
if we're on the second?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You guys
No, it's a fair.
It's a fair question.
sewage tunnel that opens up into the cistern.
Yeah.
You guys are there. There's you.
Where the water is pouring out.
Yes.
Into the
Okay.
cistern
Okay.
down
Yes.
below. Oh, so there is a drop.
There's a drop. Yes, there's a drop.
And on
into
the edge
cistern.
of that is where these 2 are talking.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Okay, just
So we're.
yeah, but you didn't say it right.
Gotcha.
So that's the situation. That's what's going on.
So we're about to do a cool superhero landing then.
This is all taking place in a fucking tunnel right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're all in a
We're
tunnel.
all in a tunnel.
There's a tunnel, and then in front of Logan is a waterfall that leads into the abyss. That's the dramatic stakes.
I was clearing it up for
Yeah.
for them.
I know
I
you're
knew
clearing
the
it up
whole
for me
time.
too.
Not for us, 'cause
So-
we were all on the same page.
I've been here the whole time.
I wasn't.
So we round the corner.
Yes, you round the corner. That's what happens. Suddenly, all of these rats stand up to attention as these like 3 just come into the scene. Logan, Leland, Marty. What do you guys do?
I just look at him like, if
Well,
you kill
I-
me, you get nothing.
You say you.
I'm looking at him like he's pointing the gun at me, and I'm like, then I guess I never taught you about negotiations. You kill me, you have nothing.
Ooh, this could be. Fly.
What was that? Like,
I can handle giant rats with 1 fly. This could be cool if, well, for one thing, I know that we're about to be on them from Omniscient Wisdom.
I know that scream.
And if you're vamping
Yeah.
and you can kind of hear like the coming like right around the
Yeah.
corner, you can time a cool like.
I was about to say.
Yeah,
are
like,
we
I was
gonna-
thinking
yeah,
about
we
that,
can have
yeah.
a cinematic entrance here.
So okay, yeah, no, I was just about. I wanted to give my little monologue. Oh, if you're my son,
I'll
I
leave the
didn't teach
roar
you
to
well.
him.
So pretty much what I'll do is, so when I say that, he's like, and plus another thing, when you're down at this level, there's just some things you can't see, and I kind of like let myself drop, like back first. I put my hand out, and what I'm going to do is I'm pretty much gonna shock everything around me, like because I know they're still coming around. I'm pretty much gonna be a fucking electro grenade around me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What?
So here's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. What tags are you using for that?
Rune enchantment, enchant object, which is the glove, my hazmat suit, warded to last, and Odin's greed, and I'm gonna use the rune of Thor
Okay.
to pretty much create an electric fucking taser.
Okay. So this is gonna be a go toe to toe. Now you're doing this sort of like dramatic movement with that as well.
Okay.
So here's the deal. So the 3 options are gonna be like hit them with the status, hit them with a status. There we go. Dodge their incoming status, and then like the achieve a goal, which is you doing this dramatic fall into the cistern and landing on a wooden platform rather than falling into the void.
I thought you said we were at the edge of the waterfall.
Yeah, you're at the edge of the waterfall, and you just said you were gonna go backwards over the waterfall, right?
No, I think
No.
he said backwards into the water.
Into the water.
Into the water.
Remember,
Okay.
the water's
on
going like
the- yeah.
this. I'm right here. I'll just dump into the water.
Okay, cool.
I have a logic question about this, but do this first.
12.
Nice.
Nice. All right, what 2 options are you using?
What were the 3 options?
Hit him, dodge him, achieve a
him.
goal.
What's the
marry
difference
him.
between achieve a goal and hit him?
Well, achieve a goal is a goal other than hitting them. So like
This is to pretty much.
so like taking an object from them, getting into a better position, getting out of there, like stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Well, pretty much what I'm gonna do is, I know some, since they're above level, they're gonna be stunned. And for anybody who knows how electricity works throughout the body in water, they're about to get fucked. So whatever is pretty much touching the water is gonna get fried. The other ones who are not touching the water are gonna get stunned. So I'll dodge their attack.
Okay.
And hit them. I guess if that's the correct one.
Okay.
Before you enact this out, so we're about to be on them in this moment.
Yes.
How far is this gonna affect? Because we're running on the water.
We're in the water still, so you're about to hit us.
So
I thought you guys were on the little platform on the side out of the water.
No,
we were coming from down the tunnel.
Yes, on the little platforms on the side that aren't in the water.
We've been walking in the water this whole time.
We're running through the center, which is where the water
That's why I
is.
was-
No,
But
okay.
this is fine. Is like if you'll allow my omniscient wisdom to know what's happening, I can like take his mane and like steer him to run along the wall.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Ooh.
That'd be, we were gonna.
Oh my
and,
gosh.
yeah, black that shit like the dark like
Yeah,
that.
like if
I'm
I
down with-
sense
cool
like
with that?
something's
You know
wrong,
what?
like I should need him to get him out of the water.
Let's
Yeah.
do this. Let's make this a face danger.
Oh shit!
Oh,
with
okay.
me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I? Do I help at all?
Yeah, can he help?
Can I help at all
Uh,
with omniscient wisdom?
Technically, he's riding him, and he's technically controlling him.
You know what? There's absolutely no
Kind of
rules
like
for
a
this, but
unit.
you know what? You can use omniscient wisdom
Cool.
this once.
So that's one.
Okay.
I'm using Hermes speed, Canthropy, strength of Hercules, because I gotta grip that fucking. I'm about to grip a wall
Okay.
with just bare hands.
I would say you can either use
Lion
strength or
hands,
speed of
lion
Hermes.
hands.
Or can I use both?
Honestly,
Well,
yeah, use that.
it's
I'm
not that you're
using-
gripping the wall; it's that your momentum allows you to.
No, but
No, but I gotta
physics-wise, he has to be going at like Mach 10 speed to
Yeah.
not actually have force on it.
And then plus I have my claw, so I'm like
Yeah.
doing this now.
Uh-huh.
I'm basically
He has to dig into the
swirling it.
fucking concrete to
You
actually
know what?
have the speed.
Incredible damage is awesome. Let's go for it.
Cool. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, let's do it.
Better give me a fucking good roll, man. I've been rolling shit all this morning.
Your
Your
Thank
first
God.
roll today.
6 plus
before 10.
10.
Wow,
Nice.
barely, dude.
Yeah, nice.
See,
Barely.
fuck these dice, man. Someone up there has it out for me.
Look at that! Look at that!
I know. Look at that. Look at that. That's what it could have been.
Damn.
Dog shit.
In this exact moment, Logan drops into the water and lets loose this like basically like body electricity, like turning yourself into a stun grenade. And as the electricity shoots out from the water and towards all the different rats, the Rat King itself is stunned, and you can see them all like vibrating. And that exact moment, Marty goes, "Oh shit!" pulls on the mane, and Leland, sensing the danger, you just rush up to the wall and just start creating holes in the wall as you literally just like move as fast to like
Are you
lope
guys
onto
like
the top of the
gripping on me
tunnel.
as hard as possible at this point?
I imagine that since I'm on his mane, Otis is like wrapped around me like a rope, like he's on a motorcycle. Oh shit! And I imagine that's what. Yeah, he's riding.
Dude, I imagine too, like as I'm about to like start gripping on, because it's a curve, it's curvature. As I start doing that, the fucking electricity just goes right past. us.
Right past us on the middle of the tunnel. Yeah.
Phenomenal. Okay, so
This tunnel
what
lights
power
up.
was that for your move?
4.
4. Okay, so because it's able to spread the damage around to the different rats, it takes -1 tier off of physical statuses. So that's going to be shock 3 on the Rat King.
Do we finally enter? Do we finally
Yeah,
enter?
you are now in the scene
right,
as you
so,
rush.
just
hang
like-
on. One moment.
Because I have a cool idea how we're gonna enter.
You're just gonna blitz the Rat King. No.
You drift into the space.
Straight
For,
drift.
for just a moment, the rats are like vibrating and like barely keeping together, but then like the rune in the Rat King center starts to glow as the rats start to like bring themselves in. They are shocked, they are hurt, they are not out of the fight just yet.
Okay.
You enter the scene as you land.
So the way so I'm now on the ceiling part, and as I fucking pull myself up, I'm basically now jumping outwards upside down, and I use
That's
clap.
not good.
No, here's what I'm gonna do. Clap of the gods to flip me over and stand like right in front of him while you two are still hanging above me.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you got to roll for that.
Like,
No, you don't.
Yeah. Okay. So all
This is just for
you just,
pizzazz.
not
you
at all.
just see like this upside down figure with 2 people hanging on me. Clap.
Oh, so you like go over.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
could go over them,
over them.
and then I land. But now with
Do you land behind Logan now?
I think I'm in front of him at this point because you fell this way, right?
You land
Yeah.
between Logan
I
and the
land
rat.
between you and the
Oh,
rats.
sick.
But when I land on 2 feet, So you just see this hulking lion
I like
figure.
a good like Marvel Avengers.
Yeah.
I think where he does
Superhero
it,
landing.
he lands on 2 feet in this what is it, like an animorph.
Yeah,
thing or-
and I'm just like this, and then Otis, you were just kind of like, oh shit.
Well, if it's a Marvel entrance
Yeah.
and you land as like a human, bam, 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 and we land on your both sides, I land. What is this?
Yeah, there you
I
go.
land like this,
Yes.
and I've got Trixie on my shoulder, like he's summoned.
Hell yeah.
And Otis comes down with fucking birds that have showed up. And
I can't see you.
You know what I'm doing. Yeah. So on both shoulders, and then Logan behind, maybe like
Dun, dun, dun.
That was so extra. It was not necessary.
So extra, and the Rat King just.
We absolutely needed
Indeed,
it.
as you guys come in with this dramatic entrance, all standing together.
Sick. I'm about this episode.
The Rat King, every rat in this form, now its fur standing on edge. You can even see bits of like static starting to like shock between the different rats as it stands and holds its assault rifle and goes, "None of you shall stop the new Dominion." And as it points its gun, you hear, before you see, the thousands of rats in the cistern begin to form into a giant hand.
Rock, paper,
Leland.
scissors.
Marty,
It's
in this moment, is there anything you guys do?
Please attack it.
it's gonna try to punch me, right?
Yeah, it's basically gonna, grab you, punch you. It's a giant hand. Whatever it does, it's not gonna be good.
Okay.
There's also the Rat King there with a gun.
Can you two get behind me?
We are
Yeah.
over your shoulders
Cool.
right now.
All right, I'm gonna tell you guys, like, cover your heads.
Like, do this.
Okay.
Okay. And what I'm gonna do, I'm going to summon as much strength as possible into my hands.
Oh, I think I know what
And I'm gonna do a clap of the gods, but it's gonna be so strong, it's almost like an earthquake style. Like it's gonna be literally the size of an earthquake to basically project not only the rats onto a wall, like so much force is hitting them.
force blast.
Yeah, a force blast.
You could eviscerate human beings like that.
But whoever's down the tunnels, you're gonna feel it.
I feel like you might. I don't want to
Do it.
What do you think?
steal your thunder, but I just feel like you could go toe to toe with this.
You want me to?
fist.
no,
you want me to try to go? You want me to go?
Just punch the
He's
fist.
not attacking one thing. He's trying to get rid of all of them.
Yeah, but if he punches the middle of this giant rat fist, it's gonna splatter if he wins, and if he claps in this tunnel with us right behind him, I just feel like there's a reverberation.
Well,
thing
that's
that's
the
not
thing.
gonna end.
Your
well.
guys can use my. You can literally get under my coat and you'll be fine.
I need a decision, Leland. What are you
Yeah.
doing?
What do you?
No,
if-
just
No,
do it,
your
just do it,
choice.
just do it.
I gave you an option, but go do whatever you think it's gonna
All right.
be cool.
Thunderclap.
Also, I'm
What-
underwater.
Wait.
So
What do you think?
You're behind us.
If-
Yeah, go for it. I
Go for the
mean,
clap?
like, because I don't know how close we are.
Yeah,
We may
you
not
don't-
even
You're
be
not-
that close.
you're not near.
So
Okay.
by the time it would reach us, it wouldn't be that bad.
So I'm gonna do clap of the gods.
Let's
I'm
do
gonna
it.
go for that. Can I do the? Fuck. If I do stop holding back, I'm gonna lose my shit. It's gonna fade.
yeah, don't use it. Who knows? We still got those. I mean, we don't know this
Here's the
yet.
thing. I will say you can make this a go toe to toe and just make this one of your like regular thunderclaps. If you want this to be like a big moment, you can do stop holding back. But remember that comes with its own risks.
Plus, the battle just started. You know. So
Yeah,
I'm
I feel like a toe to toe is a good.
I'll go toe to toe.
Let's do it.
Do it toe to toe.
All right, Rat King points its assault rifle. Another rat fist coming towards you. You do your thunderclap. What tags are you using?
Strength of Hercules, clap of the gods. Can I use Hermes' speed to make this real quick so that there's just a lot of force that's going into this?
I would say no. That's really just covered by clap of the gods.
Okay. I am not a big guy in the room. I am the opposite. I will use those two for.
I think this is a +2 situation. Let's go.
Yeah!
13.
Fuck yeah. Oh,
Eat shit.
always a good feeling.
We love you, Kevin, but fuck you. No.
Next season, we needed a dice cam.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This
Oh, that'd be cool.
that would be cool. We'll work on
That's
that.
what happens when you're audio.
Patrons.
Oh my god.
This
Please subscribe.
giant rat hand reaches toward the tunnel you're all standing in, about to grab you and the rest of your crew. And in front of it is this Rat King about to pull the trigger on this assault rifle aimed directly at Logan. And right as he's about to fire, Leland, you step in front of Logan, and clap.
I get Otis down at this time.
Yeah, Otis
Slow
goes,
down.
"Hey, what's going on?" Oh! And as this thunderclap reverberates through the tunnel, it echoes. It's deafening. There are cracks in the stone, but all these rats get pushed back. This is 2 tags, 2 power.
Plus, it has a 3 status from the electricity.
Yes. So, with a 2 status, 3 status, 2 blips underneath it. That's not enough to bring it to the next tier, but you do. Actually, wait, this is a go toe to toe. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Choose your 2 options.
What are my options?
Hit him, dodge him, take some, or achieve a goal.
Dodge him and hit him.
Dodge him, hit him. All right, good. You knock back all the rats. The hand is dispersed. The Rat King is barely holding it together. In fact, a bunch of rats fall off like one of its arms, and then it just like reforms like an even smaller arm just to like hold the assault rifle. It is like barely holding on at this point, as it's now just like firing. Bullets are spreading throughout this tunnel as you guys are just dodging the wildfire.
Are they hearing it too?
Oh,
At that moment, as the thunder reverberates through the tunnels, Corey, you're with the Black Ops team, and you hear it, and it is so close, and it almost knocks the hat off your head. Trent goes, there, and they all rush forward. And in that moment, as this battle is still taking place, you guys are getting ready for your next blow against the Rat King, when pew, 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 all these different laser lights show up in the tunnel and begin pointing at all of you. You guys look at the end of the tunnel where you just came from, and you see this Black Ops team being led by a man in a lab coat who, Logan, you immediately clock. And walking next to him, smiling, is Corey Vidales.
Who says?
Hi guys.
What is this?
I made
Are
some
they not
friends.
dealing with the rats?
As these laser sights are pointing everywhere, the rats are like still dispersed, and the Rat King is still standing there. He's not getting out of his like combat stance, but in this moment, as this new party comes in, everyone freezes. And then Trent David walks up, hands behind his back, and he smiles and goes, "Mr. Hererro, it's good to see you again, though I will say it is a surprise. What are you doing here? How are the wife and kids?"
And I get up just because I was submerged underwater. What was his name again?
Trent David.
Trent David. God, what a bitch. I'm trying to grasp like how schizophrenic. There's so many fucking rats. Is this like a time stops and we're having this conversation? Is that it?
No, it's just literally like there's now a bunch of new people with guns, so there's a moment.
We're
where
having a
everyone's-
Mexican standoff.
Mexican standoff
Okay.
at this
Yeah.
point.
Okay, got it. Okay.
I say the rat is
It's weird.
probably
I'm like,
also very
why
confused.
the fuck are the rats not attacking them?
Because they're really
Well,
hurt from your
they're
static.
staggering.
Yeah,
back.
they're
reeling
not
from
like
that.
they're not
Yeah.
able to just react right now.
The rats look like they're like one status away from getting like taken out of the fight, but they're still holding a gun, and now it's like a Mexican standoff situation, and that's the moment where Trent David is taking his like, oh,
Okay,
it's
got
time
it.
to do, it's
I
time
just-
to do the little
I'm just
villain
kind of
speech.
thinking of like just the description of how many fucking rats there are. And I'm like, we really knocked out all the fucking
Well,
rats?
remember, you hit them with your 3,
Yeah.
and I hit them with a 2, and then I also.
No, that I understand. I mean, I'm thinking of the close range vicinity.
Well, now that this is the story.
Yeah.
Again, I'm just because I'm thinking, how do I
Now
go
we're
about
taking
this
liberties,
conversation?
okay?
Yeah.
Okay, got
the
it.
story.
If it was real life, we'd all be dead.
Okay. Trent. Wow. You're still trying to pull off a lab coat, and it still doesn't suit you at all. Still ripping people's ideas off, I see.
Well, at least I still get to wear a lab coat. How's your employment situation doing? I've heard you've resorted to theft.
You know, it's a lot more honest than working at Helix Labs. Yeah.
And I kind of go. Is he nearby me, or is he still?
I'm right next. Yeah, I'm right next.
good-
I just kind of, I kind of like kneel down, like I kneel down, not kneel down, but like I crouch on you.
You know him.
He was an underling who worked with me.
Underling. I was the one he reported to. I wonder what other lies he's given you and the rest of your crew. And he does look over at Corey and like smiles and goes, "Are you with them, by the way?"
I forgot I reported to that asshole. I forgot the story. Sorry, viewers.
We work together from time to time.
Well then. Logan, I do so hate to cut this reunion short, but we are here for a specific reason. And he looks over at the Rat King there, who's still standing, like, gun pointed, and he goes, how about this? I'm in a deal-making mood. Why don't you let us take this specimen back to Helix Labs, and we'll keep it out of the sewers this time. And then you all can go back to your petty crime to make ends meet? That sounds good to me. I mean, we could also act like a bunch of dipshits and start firing at each other and just see who's left alive at the end of it, but I don't think any of us want that now, do we?
How's the Rat King reacting to this?
The Rat King is staying silent, but like I said, he's still in a combat stance, still has his gun pointed.
Is it at us, or is it just like...
Just kind of in the area
Got
at this
it.
point.
So, like, he's just getting ready to just turn.
Yeah. The other thing, it seems like the Rat King is kind of pulling itself together after your
He's
stunt.
still trying to
Yeah, like you're hearing like chittering in the cistern, but like you knocked over like 1,000 rats,
So
and now they're all there.
I kind of look at Corey and Marty and Otis to kind of see like just kind of get like just facial reaction, like, you know, what do you think?
I'm listening to everything. I'm just learning this situation.
Right, but like given in the situation, like
I would defer to Logan at this point. I was about to ask Logan, like,
I look at you then, and you look at him.
yeah.
I'm just trying to get a read
she's
on
over there with.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Well, the problem is Corey's with the Trent guys.
Yeah,
so-
exactly.
So I look at you and maybe Otis, but then I look down at Logan, and because this is not my rodeo.
Yeah.
So I look
Logan's
down at him and I
territory.
go,
This
Logan.
is like a standoff between a really small guy.
Are you
going,
just staring at him? Like, you're not, your eyes.
yeah.
Logan.
And
For Corey, while those two are focusing on each other, I think having pieced together, yeah, obviously we are outmanned, outgunned at this moment.
I would say so. We still got our full health.
I mean, but
I can't go full, you know,
No, that's true.
ham.
Well, like, understanding this is like a tricky situation plus the rat, I'm gonna make eye contact with you two, just like give a, like, we gotta,
Walk away.
yeah.
Well, she is the boss. So
And I have my orders for her.
yeah.
Ooh.
So
Are we gonna do- are we
get
really
that
do-
cue, and then I look at Logan, who I'm assuming senses me. I don't know if you would
No,
acknowledge
yeah,
me
I
or
feel you.
not.
No, I'm
So
aware
I'm
of a lot.
kind of
Yeah.
so.
But he's just
so
not
I'm just
breaking
gonna
eye
look at
contact.
you and go, and looking for a yes or no, and then I'll proceed if.
And all I say is I'm looking over to him. He's like,
Well, before you do, I just crouched down. I was like, your call.
well, everybody knows anybody who makes a deal with you always ends up getting burned in the end. And sadly, as I laugh and I look back quickly at the rat thing forming itself.
Ooh, so I could help. Really cool if I'm almost like to see what you say. No shit. So everyone always gets burned.
It's like everyone always gets burned when they make a deal with you. And sadly, I just don't fucking like you. And
You want me to jump
yeah,
in?
yeah.
I look down to hear you say that. I look at this guy. Well, guess today ain't any different. Will o' the Wisp comes out of my fucking comes out of my sleeves. I do this, and out of the sleeves of my hazmat suit, just fucking blue flames start spiraling towards all his men. And I do that.
Yeah, you know what? I think that is like as soon as you're like, yep. As soon as you go that and do that flourish, Trent David goes, dipshits shooting at, fuck, dipshits,
Dipshit.
fucking shoot him! And the Helix Labs fires. Yeah, Trent David. At this moment, he wanted that line, but now he just stutters and he goes, "Just fucking shoot them." And that's where we're going to end the session. Next session of Rolling in the Mist.
firing bullets.
Firing bullets, Rat Kings, Black Ops.
Glittering hazmat suits.
I was gonna say, but like when I realized, all right, is he gonna attack us at that same? Like, I just don't fucking like you, and I knew he was gonna pull some shit off. I was gonna point and just shoot Trent
I
David.
think-
You enjoy
Yeah,
it.
next
yeah,
session.
yeah,
Next
yeah.
session we're gonna do all that.
Yeah.
But I think as everyone pulls their guns out, and Rat King also pulls his guns out. I think like literally, like we cut the black rice, we just hear a bunch of bullets firing.
Nice.
Next session, let's see how this goes. See you next time, everyone.
Yay!
For any fan artists out there, you got a lot of ideas for this one.
No porn. porn.
I want a tapestry.
Yes, porn. See y'all.